Greetings fellow beardsmen and other interested parties. I'm not currently famous enough, if I ever will be, for companies to send me their products to review. But the Robin Hood Beard Company, they that love outcasts, have sent me some free samples. So it would be churlish indeed of me not to review them for you. Hello everyone. You've probably seen my earlier video where I reviewed the Robin Hood Beard Company's beard oil and also their styling balm. And that styling balm in particular is easily my favourite product on the market at the moment. Well, I've got two new products to review for you. I have here I've got some Moustache Wax in two different flavours. That's a new product from them. And also the Robin Hood Beard Company's Multi-Balm, which is another new product that came out at the same time. You're probably aware that there are two distinct groups of beard balms around. The beard brand company call them Styling Balm and Utility Balm. Styling Balm is aimed at keeping your beard in shape to tame those stray hairs and curls. Its emphasis is therefore on its ability to provide hold. That's Styling Balm. Utility Balm, by way of contrast, is all about beard and skin conditioning. So the hold will tend to be less strong than with Styling Balm, but this Utility Balm, scores highly on nourishment. Now the Robin Hood Beard Company do already produce an excellent styling balm, which has a really good lasting hold. So where does the new Multi-Balm fit in? I spoke to one of the retail outlets that sells these new products, and they explained that the Multi-Balm was aimed at people with shorter beards, providing a little less hold and a little more conditioning. So basically like a utility balm. Interestingly, the main difference in terms of ingredients is that the shea butter of the styling balm is replaced by petroleum jelly in the Multi-Balm. Now, according to the company website, this petroleum jelly ingredient is there to relieve split ends and to heal scratches, cuts and flakes. So what do I think? Well, first of all, let's look at scent. Well, you can't really look at it, but let's consider the subject of the scent of these things. Robin Hood Beard Company products are really top-notch when it comes to scent. They all have scents which are strong, they're really prominent, they are long-lasting, and they're really nicely mixed. They are really good and unique. I've not encountered scents that I have liked so much in anything else at all I've ever met. And this Multi-Balm that I've got here is no exception. The scent is every bit as good as in the other products. And I would buy this stuff just for the scent. Seriously, it's that good. Now I've tried two scents before. My favourites, Rusky Love and Old Smoke. The sample I've got here of this Multi-Balm is a different scent, one I've not tried before, and it's called the Outlaw. It's Robin Hood, you know, the Outlaw, you get the comparison. Anyway, how would I describe this? Well, it's got some interesting ingredients. It has bay rum in it, or at least in the odour of bay rum. Cigars, I'm sure they didn't squash a cigar in it, but that's part of the scent. Patchouli and cedarwood. Now, what does that all mix down to? The only way I can describe it is it's a bit like being in what you would imagine would be like being in a Victorian sweet shop at Christmas. It's this sort of sweet, spicy combination that would kind of conjure up. It's a brilliant odour, a brilliant scent, but kind of hard to describe. But it's definitely one of the big pluses of this Multi-Balm, and of the other products as well, of course. As far as the hold is concerned, I've tried this on my very long beard and my current shorter beard. Now the product doesn't come in this very small tin that you can see there. That was just the sample that I was given. But as expected, the hold is somewhat light, but on the shorter beard I now have, that's perhaps rather less of an issue. The consistency is smoother than the styling balm and the colour more neutral. I do love the almost gritty texture of those styling products, but this stuff is nevertheless pretty nice to use. So in conclusion, this balm, this Multi-Balm, is a good product. But whether you decide to buy it will depend on whether it scratches where you itch. Myself, I'm a bit ambiguous about utility balms. I don't see where they fit into my regime. I have beard oil that I put on for conditioning, and I have a styling balm which I use for hold and so on. I don't see where something that sits in the middle of those things actually goes for me. It doesn't seem to have any place to belong. But if you've got a beard that's 2 inches or less in length, you may well find this is just the product for you, providing all the hold you need for that length of beard and providing the conditioning as well. So you can ditch any styling or oil and just use this stuff. It might be exactly what you need. Certainly people who buy it love it. So let's move on then and think about the Robin Hood Beard Company Moustache Wax. It comes in these smashing little tins, which I don't think they're really stylish. They've got this beautiful old-fashioned style, little sliding lid, and they'll fit into any pocket. They're small and very flat, so they're extremely portable. So that's a really great move. I think that's the best of the packaging I've seen from our HBC. And of course, they have the fabulous scents. The two I have are my two favourites, Rusky Love and Old Smoke, which is a bit like a combination of cigar smoke and whiskey. Absolutely fabulous. One small caution though is, now that you're thinking about moustache wax, you're putting it on here right underneath your nose. So you've really got to want this scent. It's strong and it lasts, so if you've got it under your nose, you really know about it. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't want anything else under there, but seriously, you've got to think about whether you like strong scents or not, because it's going to be fairly intrusive. Now, you can use it in a rather intriguing way, of course. You can use it as the old folks used to use a pomander, a scent to disguise other scents that you don't want to smell. I remember working in the IT department for a couple of years at the Bristol City Council. Trouble getting the words out now. Bristol City Council. This was a few years ago when I was still working in IT. And on one of the projects, I was in a room in the heat of summer with no air conditioning and with a lot of men, and it was rather sweaty in there. I had to use a big fan strategically to keep myself cool and to blow any odours away. But having some of this stuff with me would have been really handy, because you can stuff this on, and it would transform your life as far as the area of the nose was concerned. You would be smelling this rather than something else. It's a thought. You can use it as an emergency gas mask in effect. Now this stuff, like the Multi-Balm, contains petroleum jelly. Some people don't like that, but the effect it has is to make this stuff go on quite easily. It's not like my other daily wax that I use and put on at home, which I have to use a hairdryer for to melt to get it on the moustache and then again to comb it. This stuff you could actually use without that amount of heat because of that petroleum jelly that makes it that bit more fluid. So it goes on very well. Now all of those things in combination, the small tins, the strong scent, the ease of application, make this the perfect travel wax. It's the one I keep in my pocket when I'm out of doors, so that I can put that on if I need to freshen up the moustache there, or if I need a strong scent in emergency. You know, there's somebody I want to impress, you know, what a nice clean guy this is, or else there's some other scent that I want to mask. So this is, I think, the perfect portable moustache wax from the Robin Hood Beard Company. Definitely worth a try. It's not the strongest hold I've come across, but it's definitely good enough, particularly for the one to take out with you as a top-up and emergency wax. I'll certainly be taking this on my long bike ride over the summer when I travel coast to coast across the UK. So that's it then, 2 great products from Robin Hood. Usually I'm finding that people who have beards and use products end up sticking with 1 or 2 favourite companies after they've been around a bit and tried a few out. If that happens to me, then I would say that the Robin Hood company would definitely be one of the companies I will be sticking with for the duration, as it were. Anyway, that's me done. I hope to see you again soon. I've got 1 or 2 more reviews to do, so I hope to see you around. Meanwhile, take care and God bless. Bye bye now.